please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Welcome back. You're watching After the Bell. Now, there's some major relief for the construction sector in the state of Maharashtra and Uttarakhand. The Supreme Court has lifted the ban on construction activity in these two states. Remember, the apex court had barred construction in 3 states, including Maharashtra, Uttarakhand and Madhya Pradesh, until they formulated a solid waste management plan. The court has modified its order after Maharashtra and Uttarakhand governments submitted policies for solid waste management. Here's another CNBC TV18 exclusive from the power space then. The Modi government's ambitious scheme to revive stressed power assets has run into some trouble. CNBC TV18 learns that RBI has refused to relax a rule that makes it mandatory to pay 15% money upfront for an asset. Meanwhile, the Power Secretary told CNBC TV18 that he will be meeting bankers today to discuss this scheme and wants concessions from the central bank. Anshu Sharma, who has been tracking that story closely, joins us now with more details. Anshu, the Reserve Bank of India's stance has not been very pleasant news for the power companies.
That's right, R.K. Singh. Power Minister today met some of the lenders for the power sector stress today and discussed the scheme Parivartan, under which asset restructuring company or management company will be based on. REC had sought some relaxation from RBI with regards to upfront payment. It had sought net book value as the evaluation for the stress assets in the power companies. Now, we understand that RBI has refused that and has asked REC to go ahead with RBI norms itself, and that is 15% upfront payment from the ARC or AMC, which is created to take over the stress assets and turn it around in next 3 to 4 years. We understand that about 11,500 megawatt capacity will come under Parivartan, as the deadline for RBI notification, which came out in February 12, ended on August 27th, and within 15 days the lenders will have to approach NCLT with an application under Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. And this Parivartan scheme has been liked by the Reserve Bank of India, and this will be one of the scheme which will come under IBC mode once the insolvency professional seeks ideas for resolution to these stress assets. So about 11,500 megawatt will come under Parivartan, and the framework is being cleared by REC and the lenders as soon as possible. Back to you.
All right, Anshu, thank you very much for joining in. Now, after months of allegations and counter-allegations, the simmering feud between the Singh brothers, that is the former promoters of Fortis Healthcare, is out in the open. Shivinder Mohan Singh has filed a case against elder brother Malvinder and former Religare CEO Sunil Godwani in the Company Law Tribunal for oppression and mismanagement of RHC Holdings, Fortis and Religare. In a statement to the media released late last night, Shivinder Singh said, and I quote him here, "This action was long overdue but got delayed in the fond hope that better sense shall eventually prevail and another ugly chapter of family feud would not be written in our family's glorious business history." End quote. Ekta Batra, who's been tracking all of these developments, joins us now. Ekta, for months the Singh brothers have been embroiled in a blame game, and now, there's this fiasco. Decode this development for us.
Well, yes, absolutely. Just to give you a brief idea in terms of the timeline of events that took place, I want to start with the main characters in terms of this entire story. So there is Malvinder Singh, who is the former promoter of Ranbaxy, Shivinder Singh, who is the younger brother, who is the former promoter of Ranbaxy, Fortis and Religare as well. Shivinder Singh, like I mentioned, is Malvinder Singh's younger brother. Sunil Godwani, who is the former head of Religare, and the RSSB sect, which is basically a spiritual sect, which Shivinder Singh is an active part of, and Gurinder Singh Dhillon, who is the head of this RSSB sect. So these names are going to come up as we explain the timeline of events that took place. Now, interestingly, the most important development that took place recently was in September of 2015, where Shivinder Singh, in fact, stepped down from an active role in Fortis to join the spiritual sect RSSB. So, in Jan of 2016 onwards, he started as a role of a non-executive vice chairman in Fortis. So, that meant that there was no active role, and this was continued until Feb 2018 when he resigned. Now, remember, that Feb 2018 itself was actually a very turbulent month in terms of news for the Singh brothers. The Delhi High Court upheld the 3,500 crore award to Daiichi in this month, and we had reports of the Singh brothers siphoning off around 473 crores from Fortis. The auditor refused to sign off on the quarterly numbers as well. So there was a lot of news which took place in the month of Feb, and what resulted in that is that Malvinder and Shivinder Singh issued a joint press release at that point in time, stepping down as directors of Fortis. Also at this point in time in Feb, they issued a second press release in the later half of the month saying that they wanted to assure shareholders that they're not going anywhere and that they will be addressing issues as they come. Now, why was this important? Was because these were joint statements which came in from the two brothers. However, there seemed to be some cracks which emerged. So, for example, in May 2018, Shivinder Singh wrote a letter to the Fortis board raising objections on the bidding process. July 2018, there were reports of differences between the Singh brothers. For example, Shivinder Singh claimed that he's not in a position of authority when Fortis gave those unsecured advances to the promoters. Plus, he was not a part of any audit or subcommittee at Fortis. Malvinder Singh, however, it is claimed, has said that these decisions were taken collectively. Now, August to September, however, there were many reports which came up about the RSSB sect as well as the RSSB sect leader Gurinder Singh Dhillon. And that seemed to have been a catalyst, or one of the catalysts for Shivinder Singh to actually come out with this entire NCLT issue. So, for example, in September 2018, just a couple of months or maybe a couple of weeks after all of these reports with regards to RSSB started coming out in the media, Shivinder Singh moved against Malvinder Singh and Sunil Godwani in the NCLT court. And interestingly, he said that one of the reasons for doing so was that there were planted articles blaming an elder in the family, which compelled him to break his silence. Now, the elder is not named, but it's assumed to be the head of the RSSB sect.
All right, Ekta, thank you very much for that comprehensive report on all the developments that led to this feud in the Singh family. On that note, we'll take a very short break on the show. Up next, we'll get you an exclusive interaction with M&M's Pawan Goenka on the company's growth outlook.